In today's video, I will be ranking every Fox Clan Fortnite skin. So for example, this will include Stray, Catalyst, V, and some other Fox Clan members as well. And honestly, a lot of these Fox Clan members have some really cool skins, but I'm curious to know what you guys think, so be sure to let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoy my videos, be sure to use code ToonSpider in the Fortnite item shop. And now let's get to ranking. Alright, so I'm going to start with Vox Hunter, who's the Fox Clan's Dauntless Tracker. And you could actually get the skin through the Vox Hunter's quest pack. And I will say this skin looks the least like the other Fox Clan members, at least when we're talking about the design of the skin, right? I think it's pretty unique, but this definitely isn't for me, to be honest. I feel like this is one of those skins where you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, or maybe you just don't even care about it at all. I do think the reactivity is cool, and I don't mind the color scheme to both designs. I just feel like it doesn't have that like sleek, mystical look that the other Fox Clan members have, and I'm overall just not a big fan of how the skin looks. I really don't like the details in the design of it. The outfit feels a little boxy, so for me this one misses the mark. It's really just not for me, so I'm going to be putting Vox Hunter in the D tier. Now moving on to Kamiko Fivetails, who is an ancient fox spirit who watches over the Fox Clan. I think that's pretty cool. I really like the description of this skin. Compared to Vox Hunter, this skin definitely feels more like a Fox Clan member. This skin has reactivity to it as well, so each elimination you get, a new tail grows for the skin. You can also have it off, or you can just leave the 5 tails. I really like the design and the detail on the outfit. I think that looks really cool, and it has this ancient vibe to it, which I appreciate since that goes with the description. Of course, this is a kitsune, which goes perfectly with the Fox Clan. Some of the symbols and the details match Drift and the rest of the Fox Clan members, which is cool. Overall, I don't mind this one. It's really not for me either, but I will say I like it more than the Vox Hunter, so I'm going to be putting Kamiko Fivetails into the C tier. Next up is the Rift Strider Drift skin. So this skin actually came in a pack for the OG season back in chapter 4, and Rift Strider Drift is known as the intense leader of the Infinite Drift unit, and this one gives you more of that classic Drift feel. And what I mean by that is we have the Drift mask. Of course, it's different colors. It's more to match the Rift Strider look, so it's pink with a navy blue and some yellow eyes, and I like the ability that you can turn the pink electricity on or off for the skin. I think that's cool. It doesn't go all over the body like you usually see with Drift skins. It's really just around the mask. The design and the outfit is alright. Like, it's nothing special to me. It's not really what I think of when I think of a Drift skin. I think it is a good mashup of the two, but I think there was just better skins in that pack, and I think there's just better Fox Clan skins overall, so I'm going to be putting this one in the C tier as well. Next up is going to be our first Drift reskin, and that's going to be the Snow Drift skin, and I actually like this one. I think it's underrated. I talked about this skin when I talked about the different series, and that included the Frozen series. I like the design. Looks just like the base Drift skin. I like the ice crystals for the hair and like on the forearms and those different details. You got little snowfall coming off of them. The white eyes look really cool. The Frozen mask is a nice touch. The pants and the shoes look pretty cool as well. Overall, I like the design. It's not my favorite Drift skin by any means, but I do think it's good, and I think it fits that Frozen series pretty well, so I'm going to put this skin in the B tier. Then moving on to Summer Drift. So we're going from snow to summer. We have the opposites here, and you actually get 2 styles with this one. So you have a shirtless Drift skin, and then you have him in a summer button-up shirt, which looks pretty cool. Both of these designs aren't super detailed. There's not a lot to them. They fit the summer vibe well though, and I do like that we have like the kitsune necklace and then the fox mask wrapped around his hip. I think those are nice touches. I think the leg sleeve is cool. I didn't know Drift had a tattoo, but I appreciate that detail. I think this is a good skin, and I think it's great for a summer skin, but compared to other Drift skins and just other skins in the Fox Clan, there's not a ton of detail to it, and we know there's better designs out there, so I'm going to be putting this one in the B tier as well. Then moving on to another alternate Drift skin, which is going to be Fish Drift, who is also from the Infinite Drift unit, but known as the Aquatic Charmer. I will say off the bat, this isn't my favorite look for Fish Stick, but I do like the mashup. I think it's pretty cool. You get the Drift vibes from this. You get the pink electricity. He has his own type of mask, but it definitely has a callback to Drift with it. The outfit is similar to Drift's. The shoes are very interesting. I like how they did that. That's pretty fun. And I think the gloves with the pink fingers is really cool as well. I like the pink electricity flowing through all of that. And of course, just like Rift Strider Drift, you can turn the pink electricity off if you don't want it. So compared to some of the other skins we've seen so far, I think this one has more detail to it, and I appreciate the design and the mashup for Fish Stick and Drift with this one. I'm going to be putting them in the B tier. Now moving on to Surge. So this is actually one of the newer Fox Clan skins that we got back in chapter 6 season 1, known as Drift's most promising apprentice, and this one definitely has some Drift vibes to it, especially the mask. I think the mask is the main part, but of course Surge has his own outfit, which I appreciate, as the apprentice has a red jacket with the Fox Clan symbol on the back. and then some simple armor in the front, some red boots. Overall, a pretty simple design, which makes sense because it was an 800 V-Buck skin. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a fan of this one. I like the simplicity of it. I like the red. I feel like that makes it a little different compared to the others, but still feels like a Fox Clan member. And I like the fact that he's an apprentice. I think that's fun. I'm gonna be putting Surge in the A tier. Then moving on to Skull Drifter, and honestly, this is like the perfect mashup of two just classic chapter 1 skins that were very popular. So again, this is the third skin from the Infinite Drift pack, known as Infinite Drift's Unit's Grim Intimidator. I think that's pretty cool. I like that description. But when we're looking at the skin, of course, we have the skull, we have the bones, we have that Skull Trooper look to this skin, and I love that it's incorporated on the jacket as well. So if you look at the back, you can see the backbones with the spine, and then the spine has pink electricity. Of course, there's pink electricity flowing all over the jacket and out of the eyes. Just like the other two skins, you can turn that off as well. But like I mentioned, this one has such a good combination of both Skull Trooper and Drift. I think this is an awesome skin. Definitely my favorite from that pack, and one of the coolest Drift mashups in my opinion. So I'm going to be putting this skin in the A tier as well. Next up is Stray, and when Stray arrived, I felt like it had been a while since we've seen a new Fox Clan member, and it was so refreshing to get Stray because his design is really cool but also feels very different from Drift, which is nice, but you can tell he's a Fox Clan member. So because he was a battle pass skin, he got 3 different styles, and then you have the option to have the mask on or off, and then of course you can choose to have the red lightning on or off. So he has his own Stray style, which is navy blue and gold, which looks pretty cool. I love the red on the mask, by the way, and the red eyes. I think that's sick. Then of course we have Renegade Stray, so this is callback to Drift. This is very Drift inspired with the white, the gold, the pink, and then replacing the red with the pink on the mask. But my favorite style for him, the Stealth Stray, the all white with the all red mask, looks so clean. This is so sleek. I love this look so much, and I love the fact that he's got white electricity flowing around him as well. In my opinion, Stray is definitely one of the best Fox Clan skins that we've gotten, so he will be going in the S tier. Then next up is a Fox Clan member that we got back in chapter 2, actually through the Crew series, and that is V, who is known as always the hunter, never the hunted. So she actually got 2 different styles, which is awesome. She has this white and pink style, and then she also has an Arctic style, which is really cool because there's ice crystals floating around her, which looks really sick. But there is so much good detail to her skin. It's unique and very different from other Fox Clan members, which is cool. I love this like Fox Clan hood. The design of the outfit is definitely my favorite part though. Of course, we have a lot of pink electricity flowing, but then on both arms you have the Fox Clan logos, which look really cool with blue outlining. In my opinion, this is just a great design for a Fox Clan skin, and I think she has 2 really good styles that I like a lot. I also think she's one of the best Fox Clan skins that we've ever gotten, so I'm going to be putting her in the S tier as well. Then next up is one of my personal favorites when it comes to the Fox Clan series, and that is Drift Walker. So this is a remix of Drift, but if he was a vampire, and I think it's so sick. I use it every 4 Nightmares. I love this skin. Also has really cool cosmetics as well, like pickaxe and glider. But I love for this skin that you have 3 different styles. So you have the normal Drift look, except for in vampire form, the wide eyes, the pointy ears, the different skin tone, that black forming all around him and corrupting him. And you can start to see him form more and more into that final style. And then you have Regal Driftwalker, which has the full-on coat, the pink electricity. This is the maxed out look, and I love it so much. It is perfect for 4 Nightmares. It goes more into like that monster route, which I think is really cool. Overall, I love this skin. I'm going to be putting it in the S tier. But starting with Catalyst, I mean, what a perfect design for Opposite of Drift. Honestly, when she dropped in the battle pass, a lot of people liked her more than Drift, and for good reason. She had different color schemes to her, which is really cool. She had the level up styles that Drift had. She has the base design, she has the mask with the hoodie, then she has the full-on coat with the overcharged electricity. But the best part about her was the different colors. So you have the black and purple, which is really cool. The purple electricity looks so cool. Then you, of course, you have the normal Drift colors, and then my personal favorite, the Snowstorm, the white with the light blue and a light purple, looks so clean. She's very sleek, stylish, and like I mentioned, just feels like the perfect female counterpart to Drift. Every style is just so good when it comes to the Catalyst skin, and that's what this peak tier is all about, right? Like practically perfection, top tier skins, and I think she fits that, so she's going in the peak tier. Then we're moving on to the man that started it all when it comes to the Fox Clan within Fortnite, and that's Drift. All the way back to Chapter 1, Season 5, I still think this is easily one of the best, if not the best, Fox Clan skin that we've ever gotten. 6 different leveling styles that you could get in the Battle Pass, from the short sleeve to the long sleeve, to the hoodie with the mask, to the full coat with the mask, the hoodie, the pink electricity forming all over. Compared to some skins that we've gotten since then, this feels a little simple, but it just has that OG Chapter 1 charm to it. It has like that original member vibe, which I really appreciate for this skin. He's been one of my favorite skins ever since he dropped, and he's definitely a staple in the Fortnite world, which is why they built out this Fox Clan, of course, because of how popular Drift was and still is to this day. So I'm going to be putting him in the peak tier. And then last but not least, we have our newest member, Rift Reaver Drift. Now, I said this in my Battle Pass review, I said this when I was ranking OG skins. I think this is the best Drift skin. I know he doesn't have a mask off style, it would be really cool to get that, but I don't think that affects how I feel about this skin. I love the sleek, slimmer design, especially when it comes to the coat part of this. The white and the gold and the black and the pink just looks so clean, it looks so good. The pink electricity on the fingertips is easily one of my favorite parts. I love that detail. The design on the coat, the design on the shirt, they look great. Love the Drift symbols on the front and the back, and you can choose to take the coat off as well, which just gives you kind of that simpler like long sleeve look for Drift, and you can start to see the hair because there's no hoodie. And I love the fact that we got the Catalyst purple style. It looks so good. We've all been wanting this look for Drift for so long, and I think they absolutely delivered with this skin. The purple electricity flowing around just looks so cool. I love the silver as well. I think that's a great touch, helps the skin pop a little more. I think a big part of why I put this over Drift is the outfit in general. I just like the outfit more. I like the slimmer look to it. I like the clothing choices. I love the mainly white and gold. I think it looks super clean, and I like that the pink electricity inside the coat is more visible as well. But in my opinion, Rift Reaver Drift is the best Drift skin, definitely in the peak tier at the very top. And there you have it. That is my ranking for all of the Fox Clan members. Like I mentioned, be sure to let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoy my videos, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to join my Discord server, which we actually just updated, and there's a lot of cool stuff in there, if you'd like to be part of that community, the link is going to be in the description. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.